Stickers N Scuffs are proud supporters of Laps for MD. Laps for MD helps those with muscular dystrophy by raising funds, supporting MD charities through racing. We encourage those who are not already a part of the Laps for MD family to check them out on social media and their website, lapsformd.blogspot.com.
Welcome to the Bunn Sons. Today we have the driver of the legendary motor car, number 59 in the NASCAR Pinty series, the Smilin Assassin himself, Gary Klutt. Welcome, Gary.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
We're excited to have you on the show.
I'm excited to be here.
So, my first question is, following the intro, who gave you your nickname?
Oh, I forget who that was. I mean, it was probably Mr. Ross, the announcer there. And it probably happened after the first win. I think I made a little bit of contact with some guys coming through. If I recall, maybe the 47 car. So yeah. And then, as you guys know, I kind of always have a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Can't help it. So that's how the nickname came to be.
So my very first Pinty series race was in May 2015, was when you won your first race. How did it feel when you won?
Oh, it was incredible. It was it was really kind of, it was my, I don't know, maybe my sixth race or sixth start at that point. And really, had kind of, it was so like unobtainable, like looking at these guys and being a young guy watching the races at Mostport at CTMP. And then when I did my first race, I really didn't expect much, and then ran pretty quick at Mostport. And then kind of coming into that season, it was our first season for the whole, like our first full season. And, didn't really have many expectations, but then when we qualified first, it was kind of like, holy cow, we've got a shot at really being a top contender all season. And then, I was feeling a little bit defeated in those closing laps, just not really not having the experience running that hard on old tires. Also being nervous to wreck a race car trying to go fast that I didn't own. So, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, we're going to do, be on the podium, third place. And then, it's happened before, it'll happen again. Guys are racing for the lead and they wreck. And, it was just unbelievable. I couldn't, I was, my face hurt from smiling. I was shaking.
So my second question is, we love seeing you race. It was awesome when you ran the full schedule in 2016. Are you planning to run any races this season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last year was really tough. We were working on a couple deals, and then for sponsorship, and then, kind of COVID came around, and it became, extremely tough to the point where we weren't going to run anymore. It's tough to tell a sponsor that there's not going to be any fans at the track. So this year, working on some stuff, and I like the schedule. I like that we're going to be at Mostport or CTMP kind of twice in one weekend. So for sure we're going to do that race. Still trying to hunt another win down there. And then if we can get some more sponsorship, we're going to do as many as possible. Three Rivers is cool. Like to go back to iCar with the new configuration, and then Jacasa or Oswego would be awesome.
Yeah. So my next question is, what is your most favorite track on the Pinty series schedule?
It's got to be Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. I mean, it's it's just such an awesome track. It's such an old school racetrack, Formula One there back in the day. It's how tracks used to be built, kind of like the Nürburgring or Spa or something like that. and it's really on that level. So to be able to run, a NASCAR there is so cool and so special. Like that is, in my mind, kind of the coolest track in Canada.
Yeah, we really like seeing the races there.
Yeah, it's a cool track.
My third question is, what is your job at Legendary Motor Car, and what do you have for projects going on?
Well, at Legendary Motor Car, mostly on the buy end of cars, trying to buy cars. And then right now we just started a YouTube channel. So I've been filming probably one a week right now, and it's been a couple weeks going, and we're going to run that and see how big we can grow that thing. So it's fun to get in front of the camera and do some test drives and stuff. So that's our big project really right now is just trying to grow the social media and the YouTube channel, and kind of figure out what our niche is, figure out what everyone likes to see us do. Our next one, I think everyone's going to like it. It's a cool drive. And so, yeah, really the YouTube stuff. As far as restorations, we've got a couple cool restorations going on right now. Maybe we'll show you on the YouTube channel soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll probably watch some of those videos. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you subscribe.
Okay. My question is, in all the cars in the entire world, which is your most favorite one to drive?
Oh, I get asked this all the time. Really my race car. I love cars, and I love driving cars and stuff, but I'm so competitive. For me, racing is really where it's at, and that's where you can, a race car, unlike something like this, you're not scared to wreck it as much. You can go out and really push hard and squeeze the car for everything it's got and race hard against the other guys, and that's what it's about for me. So the race car.
My favorite car, I can't drive yet, but my favorite is a 2019 Ford Mustang Shelby.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a big Shelby guy myself.
I've always been a Corvette guy.
Oh yeah, always Corvettes. What year were you born?
2008.
I bought and sold a bunch of 2008 Corvettes. When you're old enough, you should get one. They made some cool editions in 2008. They made the Will Cooksey edition, and the year before that, there was the Ron Fellows edition Z06, which is a cool car.
I have seen a little diecast of that before.
Yeah, the white car.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my final question is, what is it like to work and race with your dad, Peter, and your brother, Ryan?
Oh, it's honestly, it's the coolest thing, and it's, probably even cooler for my dad. We're all best friends. My brother's my best friend, and we all work together. So to be able to race together is really special. We're not really that competitive against each other. We're kind of all in our own little pace brackets wherever we kind of end up, and we have a rule that we don't wreck each other or anything like that. But no, it's special to be out on the track and see your dad or your brother out there with you.
Mm-hmm. So my final question is, do the numbers 42 and 59 have any significance to you and your family?
Well, the 42, when my dad started racing, he started vintage racing, and he had one car that was the number 3 for Dale, but then I think the next couple years that number was taken. So he just started doing the numbers whatever age I was and my brother was. So I'm 2 years older than Ryan. So I was 4 and he was 2 when he did his second car. So he became 40. And then as far as the 59 goes, kind of a NASCAR deal. How I got my first ride is we had the 59 car and we were renting it out to John Frano. He was racing in the series, and he couldn't make the Mossport race. So I just took the seat, and I just took the 59 car, and it kind of stuck with me. But maybe if we don't if we don't get a win in the future here, I'm gonna have to switch it up, go back to 7 or 71 like I was when I raced go-karts.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we are wearing some of the hats that you sent us a few years ago. You and Scott were our favorite drivers, and it's so cool to have some of your merchandise.
Right on.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you a race again and maybe win.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, boys.
You're welcome, and thanks for coming on the show.
Anytime.
Thanks for tuning into the Bunn Sons. Make sure to check out the Stickers and Scuffs podcast on social media. Be sure to leave a comment and let the boys know how they did.